This is a 1,000-mile pilgrimage on two wheels, from Dover across the Channel to Calais, then west, chasing the coast of France, bound for the Abbey of Mont St Michel, with a return by way of Lisieux and the Basilica of St Thérèse. Join me for a ride through history and faith. This weekend ride is more than just 1,000 miles on a motorcycle. A pilgrimage is never just about roads or borders. To stand before a cathedral or an abbey may stir awe, but pilgrimage goes deeper. It's prayer in motion, a discipline of attention, reflection and surrender. As St. Augustine once wrote, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you, Lord." And like the medieval pilgrims who crossed treacherous tides to reach Mont St Michel, we too discover peace and joy, not bound to fixed and inflexible plans, but found in every moment of the journey. For all those who seek, the road itself matters as much as the destination. For this trip, I'm on two wheels, but I'm searching for that same spirit of discovery and faith, travel as a search for meaning, the simple human joy of movement, and the happiness found in spiritual pursuit. So we've set sail, we're on our way from Dover to Calais. It's an absolutely beautiful day. So far it's not too choppy, but it's very windy, so I hope you can hear me okay. I want to show you a couple of things that I brought with me. Pilgrims typically carry things with them, very personal items, but something you often see, particularly on the Camino, is a shell. In fact, the Camino is marked by small shell shapes on the walls of homes and walkways, etc. The idea with the shell is simple. I mean, it should be a scallop shell, but this is a shell that my boys brought me back from the beach in Venice. But the principle is the same. If you look, you see all the ridges on the shell, they all converge on the same point. And the idea there, of course, is that pilgrims come from all over the world and converge on the same point. The other thing is scallop shells are used for alms, for collecting donations, food and money, for example. You wouldn't get much food or money in this one. In my backpack, I've brought a small, beautiful and timeless book, The Way of a Pilgrim. It's not a textbook or theology, it's the story of an anonymous wanderer, a seeker, with only the basics of subsistence in his knapsack and scripture in his pocket, chasing after St. Paul's command to pray without ceasing. The wanderer's path cuts through the forests and steppes of 19th century Russia. Mine winds along highways and back roads, but the quest feels the same, to travel for the sake of contemplation and prayer. This journey is a personal exploration into my own faith, guided by those who have gone before me. So, 12 hours door to door, more or less, and I've arrived at my little room in Rouen. And gosh, it's usually you get aching feet when you do a pilgrimage, but I've got an aching backside. Well, 500 miles and I've arrived at my tiny house. I'm going to stay here for one night. Sweet little place. And I've got a log-fired outdoor bath, which would be rather nice. Decking area. And adjacent to this farmhouse over here. And then a nice wood burner fire pit. So that'll be nice too. So it's a quick shower and change to freshen up, then straight back on the bike for a 10-minute ride to the visitor centre and the 20-minute walk across the inlet to the Abbey. Off the coast of Normandy, France, Mont St Michel rises like a vision above the tides. For centuries, it has been one of the most beloved destinations in Europe, drawing pilgrims and travellers alike. At its base lies a charming medieval village encircled by stout stone walls, where narrow streets wind upward toward the abbey. Climbing the steps, the ascent feels like a journey of devotion, leading to a masterpiece of Norman and Romanesque style architecture. Within the abbey, the richness of sacred history comes alive through ancient religious artifacts and works of art, each echoing centuries of faith. The cloisters, open to sky and sea air, offer a moment of peace and contemplation. High above, even rooftop rose gardens bloom, a reminder of beauty enduring through time. Mont St Michel is a living symbol of history, spirituality, and the search for God. Good morning. So it's an absolutely beautiful morning here. It's lovely. It's very still and quiet, just bird song. Although I could hear the tractors and combine harvesters in the night, because it's harvest, isn't it? Slept well though, and see the bike is loaded, ready to go. The forecast is not particularly good for later, but hopefully I'll be in Lisieux before the rain comes again. So at least for today, no more wet toes. As I set off for Lisieux, the solitary, focused task of riding the bike offers the perfect opportunity to reflect and pray, and to offer up my gratitude for safe passage and for the blessings I've experienced so far on this trip. I'll see you soon at the Hermitage of St Thérèse, where I'll spend my last night in France before heading